Maybe you shouldn't flame our viewers. That's never good.
He started it.
That doesn't matter. It's just not nice.
I'm in a really good mood. He can't hurt me. I'm casting Sjow versus Starbuck in an ace match on Belshire. I'm in a great mood.
Alright, so introducing the players spawning in the bottom right hand side of Belshire Vestige, it is going to be the blue term player playing for team property. Equalizing the score with the last game, it is Sjow.
Woo! Yeah! Let's give it up.
That was extremely painful for the ears.
Good, I'm glad. That's what you get for being European. And in the top left-hand corner, spawning as the purple Zerg, losing that last game fairly convincingly. Actually, it just came down to that last battle, didn't it? Is MiA Starbuck bringing us to the ace match. This will be 6 games in a row for these two. Probably getting sick of the sight of each other and probably sick of the same games. 5 games, is it?
Yeah, it's 5.
Okay.
Because the first one was 2-0.
Yes, it was. My bad. And so, yeah, as we were talking about in that first best of 3, Sjow really does have the chop to bring it back, and he's done it. He really brought that game back, showing just the skills that he brought in the Red Bull training grounds and some of the other things, events that he's been to. So I think we're going to see something really, really aggressive out of him. Is the word I was looking for.
Overall, I think with the exception of the very first game with that 8 roach rush we saw there, pretty much all the games were always extremely close. It was always pretty much depending on one engagement, on maybe even one misclick that either player did, that would lose him the game here. So I think pretty much anything could happen here right now. Both players once again going for, well, kinda economically oriented builds here, at least Starbuck does so. Sjow is going to go for the Reaper expansion here, which is also very smart thing. Also getting an SCV here, but at the cost of his own drone.
Yeah. 1 for 1.
I think that's a fair trade.
Yeah. So it's already starting off with a bitch slap to the face of both players. This is going to be really aggressive. Either that or they're just both going to bunker in and wait to see what happens. That'd be disappointing. Starbuck. That drone was an ass. I like it. Although,
Anyways, Anyways, the first Reaper just spawned and is now making its way across the map. We'll see that there has been indeed a hatchery thrown down. I don't think that's surprising him too much here. Maybe now looking to get a worker. Well, actually without any units, he could maybe get 2 workers. But he's just actually hurting them, or he's not really killing them, I suppose.
Every now and then I'm like, I forget how fast Reapers are, and then I'll be casting a game, and the observer will like click the portrait, so you follow and the Reaper's gonna get sniped. Oh, is he gonna get out?
I think the least will get him. Oh no!
My rectum. That was amazing.
That was.
The observer clicks on the portrait and follows the Reaper for a while, and I get like motion sickness and nearly throw up. And he's already back to half health.
Yeah, see, that's just overpowered. I'm just kidding, of course.
I like how quickly you backed out of that. Like, that's totally over. I mean, it's not overpowered at all. Don't worry about it. I was just kidding.
No. I mean, that's already a really nice win there for Sjow. I mean, he pretty much saw everything. I think he even got another drone kill here for himself. And that Reaper actually survived, so that was pretty much that was all for free.
I'll throw in my 2 cents and say that Muta regen is overpowered.
You didn't.
I did. 2 seconds. What is it? It's 2 health per second in combat, and we have a Ling run by in the natural, so I'm gonna really get out of that conversation as quickly as I can.
Yeah, but
there is Hellions and a Reaper there, so they die very quickly, and they really don't get much of a scout off.
Indeed they do. Behind all of that, we now see once again the Roach run here, and 2 additional gas being thrown down here for Starbucks, so we might once again very well see at least a similar build. Maybe this time a Roach Hydralisk style. Just because I think on that map, Roach Hydralisk just works out fairly decent.
Yes, it definitely does. Yeah, we haven't seen Hydras all night, and I really feel like Hydras are very effective against Biomine, especially because of the range, and you can kite, you get Hydra speed and plus upgrades. Oh, the drones here getting lined up really effectively. That must have hurt. 13 drones going down, 14 now. Ling's finally coming down from the main, but getting roasted as well. The Queen's picking one off, and the Spine Crawler finally coming online, but not in time to save so many drones. 14 drones at the 7-minute mark. Sjow must be feeling amazing right now.
Absolutely, he's maneuvering himself here in a very, very nice position. He's already getting his third command center behind all of that. Extremely, extremely quickly. I mean, if you take a look at the timing of the third hatch, that is just basically maybe 20 seconds ahead of that command center. Which basically already forces Starbuck to get yet another hatchery. Just because we saw freebase against freebase doesn't really work out for you as a Zerg player.
We nearly had a Ling run by, but he saw the Marines there. Now the wall is complete with 2 engineering bays at the front. And we have +1 weapons coming down for our Terran player. And I would assume shields coming down soon. 3 roaches coming up. Probably 3 roaches and a baneling nest plus 3 overlords. So I'm expecting some sort of push here. What did you say? Magic Man in area. +1. It's a shield icon. He's making fun of me because I said +1 shields. And they do get +1 shields. They get combat shields. But it looks like a shield.
Anyways, yeah, it looks like a shield, but it's an armor upgrade. So, 1 medevac with 4 marines and 2 widow mines, plural, is making its way across the map here. Trying to potentially maybe put some pressure onto that third base. But there's not really a party going on, to say the least. There's
I think that makes a good point, though. What is that icon representing? What part of the Terran armory is round?
It's a shoulder piece.
No.
There you have it. Anyways,
No, it's
one of mine is going to be buried in the third base here. The other one will be dropped into the natural. Let's see how well.
Look at these
Starbuck
units
can
massing
react
in the
here.
third.
Look at the natural. Okay, there's the reaction. Now we look at the natural of Sjow, because there are a lot of roaches trying to breach through that wall already. One nice widow mine connect, another one getting rid of all the links. Now the SCVs are being pulled to be able to repair that. But look, all those banelings.
Yeah, those units pull right back, terrified of the banelings.
Now waggling away into that natural, and Starbuck has broken through. Oh my god.
Oh god, if only he can get those banelings in there. Oh, that's a shame.
Huge connect already, pretty much weakening all of those SCVs. Sjow drops down to 60 supply and pretty much loses all his naturals economy.
Yeah, the supplies are equal, and there is a third going down for Sjow, so he is, he's not giving up behind this, but there are a large amount of links coming in, but they're all going to die to mines. Almost all of them, but the rest of them are going to die to these marines. So it's going to get cleaned up, and the third coming down for Sjow, with the drop coming down on the third base of second and third base. Yeah, 2 drops, and Sjow wins. Sorry about the anticlimax there. We missed the 2 drops in the second and third, but it was kind of clear there.